Remember the last time you had to cook for a crowd? Food was everywhere. The refrigerator was overflowing, and keeping track of everything seemed nearly impossible. Cooking and serving food safely is not easy. Food will stay safe only if good food safety practices are followed. Now imagine a restaurant where dozens of dishes are prepared by many different cooks for hundreds of people each day. So how do restaurants, cafeterias, coffee shops, and convenience stores ensure serving safe food? In short, HACCP. It's simple, even though it is rocket science. Thanks to NASA, the HACCP process was developed to ensure food safety when astronauts were traveling in space. With the HACCP process, astronauts enjoy safe food in space and stay healthy. HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points. HACCP is a management system in which food safety is addressed through the analysis and control of biological, chemical, and physical hazards from raw material production, procurement and handling, to manufacturing, distribution, and consumption of the finished product. Food safety can be assured by implementing a HACCP plan. A HACCP plan is based on 7 essential principles. Conduct a hazard analysis. Identify critical control points. Establish critical limits for each critical control point. Establish critical control point monitoring requirements. Establish corrective actions. Establish record-keeping procedures. Establish procedures for verifying the HACCP system is working as intended. Based on HACCP principles, restaurants can establish a HACCP plan that is specific to the establishment's menu, equipment, and processes. Food safety can be assured by implementing a HACCP plan. What are some examples of critical control points? For instance, food should be cooked to the following minimum internal temperature for 15 seconds to meet HACCP critical control points. Ground beef to 155 degrees, poultry to 165 degrees, and leftovers and casseroles to 165 degrees. If your food is cooked to the appropriate temperature for the required amount of time, most microorganisms will be killed. Another example is the food temperature danger zone, which is between 41 degrees and 135 degrees. This temperature zone is favorable to the growth of microorganisms. Restaurants should avoid holding food in this zone when cooling, reheating, and serving. By establishing a HACCP plan to monitor temperature in food, restaurants can reduce the food safety hazards resulting from time temperature abuse. Personal hygiene procedures should be written in a HACCP plan. Does every employee know how to wash hands? After applying soap, hands should be vigorously scrubbed for 10 to 15 seconds. They should clean under fingernails and between fingers as well. Washing hands properly enhances food safety. So how do you know if HACCP is being used wherever you choose to eat out? While it's not easy to directly observe HACCP compliance, one can indirectly observe whether a food service establishment might be following HACCP process. Make sure hot food is served hot and cold food is served cold. Make sure food handlers conform to good personal hygiene. Look out for sick employees. Establishments should minimize cross-contamination. Facilities should be clean and in good sanitary condition. Another easy way to look for HACCP would be to ask. Simply ask your server or the manager if they are using HACCP in the operation.
Do you know what HACCP is? And does your restaurant practice HACCP?
Yes, we do.
I'm glad to hear your restaurant practice HACCP.
Let your favorite places to eat know that you care. You care about safe food and they should too. Remind them they should learn about and use a HACCP process.